I need you, Villanelle. I came all this way to be with you.
You can add the author of the Villanelle books that inspired Killing Eve to the, not even voices at this point, the mass crowd of people that hated the Killing Eve ending.
I did it, Eve.
While Luke Jennings admits that an author is not always going to love the creative choices or narrative directions that a film or TV show goes in with the characters that they created, and he loves what Killing Eve did out of the gate, he now says, I learned the outcome of the final episode in advance and suspected, rightly, that fans would be upset.
Don't you mean we did it? Yeah, but mostly me.
Luke says the season 4 ending was a bowing to convention, a punishing of Villanelle and Eve for the bloody, erotically impelled chaos they have caused. He thinks part of the reason that they killed off Villanelle was because it was a same-sex relationship. How much more darkly satisfying and true to Killing Eve's original spirit for the couple to walk off into the sunset together. So you can see my full thoughts on the finale in the segment right there, and I've loved reading all the comments with your thoughts on the finale. I don't know if I buy that part of the reason they killed off Villanelle was because Eve and Villanelle were of the same sex. So that's saying that the decision makers behind the show had depicted this relationship over 4 seasons, but in the end, ultimately, even subconsciously, they wanted to show that lesbianism was wrong. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. The assassin, serial killer, and investigator dynamic was the much more overriding one for me, that it was ultimately Villanelle paying for the hundreds of people that she's killed. But while I initially rejected the idea of a happily ever after ending for this show, his suggestion of it makes me second guess myself, that I think it would have been really hard to pull off. And I think initially I would have really struggled with that kind of ending, but it certainly would have defied convention that a killer ultimately has to pay for their sins, so to speak. So yeah, maybe that kind of ending would have worked. I'll just recap a little bit. Yeah, I didn't hate the ending. Yeah, as much as other people did. I thought it was rushed, but I didn't hate the ending. I know some people are completely rejecting it. But yeah, what are your thoughts on Luke's thoughts on the finale?